Yo, what up?
We're live.
What's good? What's good? What's good? All right, y'all. Welcome to another edition of No Gratuity. We got some good topics tonight. I'm Drew.
Yep.
We got Bobby Love in the building. We got Mink in the building. What's up? What's up? We gonna talk about it. Y'all see it? Diddy, Booty Hunter, the Diddler, the one and only. We're gonna have to talk about it some more. What else we getting into tonight? We're getting into the Fugees. We're gonna talk about Miss Lauren, Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs,
Miss Hill,
Queen Sheba. Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. What else we talking about? Walls, some pants, little politics.
Yeah, man. Yo, that joint coming up next month, man. Next month.
It's close, baby. I'm telling you, it's gonna be heated.
It's gonna be some crazy times right here.
Can't call it. It's still like the Kentucky Derby.
Word, right?
I don't know.
I think I read something that they're placing bets or something on who's gonna. I mean, they do that all the time though. But like, I really wonder what the odds are. Who the odds-on favorite is going into November?
What's Vegas saying? I
don't know. Like, I don't know.
I don't know what the streets is saying. I feel like for a while the streets was saying it was Trump, and then Biden dipped out, and now it was kind of like we don't know.
Yeah. Nah. There's always been a story going in, and even like even the year when Trump won, it did. Not to everybody, but it did come in a whole. Like, it was a surprise to a lot of people because, there was life before, Donald Trump being the president, and we always saw him as, he's Donald Trump, but for us to think that he would become president is just, now it's just, they refer to him as President Trump, but, in all actuality, man, like, every year, it's always been kind of like a story. There's always been like a story, right?
Right.
And going in, there's always been like a favorite. And you can argue Trump wasn't the favorite going into that.
Not at all.
Like the consensus.
Yeah.
Going here, man, like you said it. The whole when Biden was there, like there you could kind of see like Trump had a lead.
You could feel it.
Now you really don't know because now
the table's turned.
There's uncertainty on both ends, so.
Right. I feel like, to your point, like 2016 or 2020, right? Everybody was like, all right, this guy's got to go. He's fucking up COVID. That's my one tonight, y'all. He was messing with the COVID situation. People were like, yo, we need a change.
Yeah.
2016, nobody thought he had a shot in hell. I was one of the few guys. I was here in Georgia, right? And living in the South, I could say, look, fellas, like, yo, I could gauge the temperature. And I said, right now, at least where I'm at in the South, in Atlanta, in Georgia, I said, man, I don't think Hillary's going to be able to do this. I said, man, yo, I think Trump's going to win. No, absolutely not. No, you think? No way. I said, yeah, I feel like it's going to be a easy win for this guy. And people were like, well, nah, he's going to win popular vote. And I was one of the few people. I said, but it doesn't come down to that. Yeah. I said, who's going to run the Midwest? I said, Hillary don't got them.
Yeah.
Right? I said, yo, and he's got the South. He's got the Midwest. So what else is there? It's in the bag. So I knew he was going to win 2016. And I'll be honest, this year, I don't know. And I've called every election.
I most definitely agree with you on that. I don't even know at this point. Kamala is starting to pick up speed, man. I don't know. I'm like you.
You saw she got
I can't call it, man.
You saw she got the Liz Cheney endorsement the other day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Which is kind of like, but she's been an anti, like they're not anti, but they haven't really been Trump people though, right? The Cheneys, yeah.
Yeah, they're not Retrumpicans, as I call them. You know,
Yeah,
they're not
yeah,
on the bandwagon. They've been very middle of the road Republican,
yeah, right, exactly.
and
Yeah.
you know, I feel like her getting that endorsement was big for her because
Mhm.
those people who might be on the fence may say, okay,
Here's somebody from that kind of that side more so
right.
of the fence that is like, yeah, yeah. No, that's that. Yeah, yeah.
So it's but
That's creeping up though, man.
even with that, I'm like, well, you know, and look, we got some brothers on the line. How do black men feel about Kamala? I has she done enough to kind of move the needle with the brothers? She's not
Nah,
doing well with that.
I think it's mostly the women that are pretty much on her side. Um, you know, I hear a lot of guys talk about how, you know, you hear stuff about, oh, you know, Kamala locked up a lot of dudes, you know, in
Yeah.
prison and kind of threw away the key type deal. You know, they always held that against her, or whatever the case. I don't know, man. I just think that with a lot of dudes, man, a lot of dudes are kind of like, well, what did she do? That's kind of like I was asking that, like, what has she done? What policies has she, you know, I mean, somebody tell me, like, what has she done other than, you know, being a vice president? And I don't know.
So
Y'all tell me, man, but I don't know. I just feel like at this point, if she wins, you know, it'll be just like she's another Obama. Like if you think about it, because you know Obama, he was popular, the first black man to come in. And don't get me wrong, you know, it's all about electoral votes. At the end of the day, it's not about the popular votes. But I think Obama he won both ends, right? The popular and electoral. So that's what got him in. But
yeah,
I
he
think
was able to unite a lot of people.
what happened?
He was able to unite a lot of people.
Yeah, he was, and that's what I'm saying. Kamala is going to probably end up doing the same thing. But like in my opinion, and I apologize to all of the Kamala supporters out there. I'm really kind of like in the middle of everything, but I just feel like she doesn't have that much experience. You know what I'm saying? The experience is not there.
Preach.
You know, not saying that she's not going to have the support. You know, if she wins, she'll have the support. But I don't know, man. You know, does she know anything about foreign policy or?
Well, apparently, let's play devil's advocate. I play devil's advocate for me. Apparently, she does know a thing or two about foreign policy. To answer your question there.
Okay.
And the question of what has she done for us? Look, I was one of those guys. I asked that very same question myself because really I hadn't done the research. I didn't know. I have no idea what she's been doing the last 4 years. But after doing some research, come to find out, a lot of these bills or things that she's proposing doing in her current campaign, these are things that her and the Biden administration proposed in prior bills to, you know, the Senate and the House in prior years over the last 4 years. And apparently these things were shot down by Republicans because they had the House and the Senate majority. And a lot of these bills that they're proposing were shot down. So if you think about it, when they say, oh, she hasn't done anything, well, was that intentional? Did they sort of undermine them a little bit by shooting down all these bills that would have created change? You know, so we got to think about it. Maybe they haven't done a whole lot, but were they being undermined by the other side?
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Well, it's one thing not doing anything and then doing a lot and not having anything go through where it's out of your power. You know, like, because that's the thing. People think that the president is the one that, you know, signs or says, all right, look, this is what, no, it's got to get passed through the Senate. Like, it's
process.
Not that easy. So, you know, if you pass like a million things through and nothing gets through, and I guess if that paints you as somebody that didn't do enough,
you're not able to get
the context is everything. Yeah, it's
right.
Just, we don't know all that.
Right. You weren't able to get the other side to agree or come to terms.
Right.
Or maybe they're saying, hey, look, we ride with you. It's a good idea, but we got to get our guy in 24. So
Yeah.
we can't make this thing happen right now.
That's why
So
they call it politics, man.
it's
Like
politics. So
politics, yeah.
That's the thing. If let's say she gets in there in 24, right, or 25 January, whatever. Is she going to be able to get anything done in the next 4 years? Right?
I mean, it's.
Is she going to be able to bring people together, bring folks from the other side together to help pass some of these bills and get some of this stuff moving?
It's convoluted, man. I mean, politics in general is just, even in today's world, is so much different than it was like 30 years ago. I mean, just with the advancement of everything.
Word.
And I feel we're in a more divisive time, if that makes any sense. Like, as far as just how things are sold to us, like what's being, what's thrown at us. But we'll have to see, man. I mean, because the thing too with her, it's like, on one end, someone would say she doesn't have experience, yet she's opposing a guy that in 2016 had absolutely zero political experience. Like he was a businessman, a real estate tycoon, and he ended up becoming the president of the United States, which is just wild to me. But even Ronald Reagan, like he was an actor, but he parlayed into politics and then led himself into the presidency.
Yep.
You had a guy here that like 2-3 years prior was on a damn TV show.
Bro, this guy was out here rocking with Omarosa.
Yeah, right? WrestleMania.
Carl Lewis.
Freaking Vince McMahon and everything.
Yeah, bro. Like, what are we doing? How did this guy become president in the first place?
Man, but
shit is
I really feel that's just, if you really think about it, man, like really, really think about, like, from the point when he became president to now, like, it is a different climate, man. I'm not saying like it's something along the lines where like he's the ultimate cause, but it is kind of wild how times have gotten, man. I'm not saying just him, but there is, you could kind of put a stamp of like before and after.
Absolutely. And even though it's been 8 years, even though we saw what his first term was like, even though we saw what the last 4 years with Biden and Harris have been like, it's wild to me that there is still a possibility that this guy could get reelected.
Right.
And I'm not political. I'm very, middle of the road. I'm a very pragmatic person.
Me too.
I look at the politics and say, but when I think about the possibility that even with all the shenanigans, there's still a chance this guy could end up the president.
Yeah, man, that's right. It's a public
crazy.
I mean,
it's crazy.
Because y'all got to realize that, and you all are talking about Trump, right?
Yes, sir.
You all got to realize is that the 2 attempted assassinations, the criminal charges that he had, that's been going on for over a year now. The comments that he makes about the Haitians eating the cats. I mean, I can keep going down the line.
They're eating the dogs.
He has,
They're eating the dogs.
They're eating the cats.
They're eating the right. Exactly. He has constantly kept himself in the running in a sense. And as we all know, Trump has been around for a long time. Look, he had his own show. What was the name of that show? The Apprentice.
The Apprentice.
Trump is Hollywood, so he knows how to sell himself. You get what I'm saying? So on top of that, on top of that, then you have, he already did 4 years as a president. So now he knows a lot. He knows something now. When before he was like, this fucking guy, he doesn't know shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why? Everybody was shocked, like, why the fuck is he in office? You get what I'm saying? Hey, but he got in, He
did.
So now he has the experience, the popularity. You understand? So what do? at this point. You know, did you guys see the black guy getting beat up at the rally? The black guy, he was the Trump supporter. Him and the white guy got into a fight. You know, listen, these people are going nuts over this guy. So I won't even be surprised if he wins again. You get what I'm saying?
I wouldn't either.
I know a lot of people don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah. But, yeah. No, I'm with you. I don't know. Like I said, like Rob said before, like I don't know what the odds are. I don't know what Vegas is saying.
Right.
And I would not bet against this guy in this election. Right.
Yeah, man.
At all. Like even with all the shit that's happened and swapping the old bait and switch, you know, I still don't think this guy is like out of the running, bro. It's not a done deal for her.
Nah, man. It's
not at all, man. Not at all. It's just
not.
We're the thing too, man. Like we're in this age of like we're always turn this time frame like the information age, and the interest that is there for the who's going to be president, and or how people digest news and all. It's not like how it was like 20, 30 years ago. Like when we were all like in high school. Exactly. So it's like you start to think about like who are the younger voters looking at? Who's got their best interest? Like what are they thinking? Like, you know, it's a lot, man. And then you know you look at our economy and all this stuff. I mean, like how we always do.
Do the younger voters even care?
You know what it is, Bobby?
I mean,
let me tell you this. Let me tell you this, Bobby. It's social media.
No, that's what I'm saying.
We didn't have social media 25, 30 years ago. So you know, it's look, what do I got there in the background? Diddy the booty hunter. You see, this is what it's all about. You put that up, now everybody is going to want to tune in. Or what are these guys talking about? They got Diddy in the background. See, this is what fuels conversation. This is what fuels creating a particular perception of somebody, whether it's good or bad. You understand what I'm saying? You know, so I mean, really to tell you the truth, this is what's, to me, this is what's, social media is what's saying, okay, we're gonna go for this person.
Yeah. So let me ask you this, Ray. So what is social media saying right now about Trump and Kamala, right? Because social media helped Barack in, what was that, 2008? Social media helped Trump in 2016, right? What's going on right now? Where is social media leaning? Can you know?
So social media is pretty much a shit show, and
up for grabs.
Yeah, it's built for people like Trump that creates the circus. Everybody wants to see a circus. Everybody wants to see a fucking, you know, it's just like going to a fucking improv, right? You know what I mean? You know, this shit, man. This is all
popcorn. So who's selling the tickets right now? Trump's selling tickets. That's everybody's got the popcorn.
Yeah.
Okay. So by that logic,
stadium is sold out.
So by that logic, then we're saying Trump has the edge.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I agree with that. I agree with that because let me tell you this: we were supposed to talk about Vance Waltz, but we ain't talk about those two duds at all.
Yeah,
right?
those guys. Those guys are idiots.
I mean, look, that debate
they got their little spotlight. You know what I mean?
The debate was lame. I don't think anybody was wowed. Everybody, it was so civil. It was so, you know, yeah, it was a sleeper. I you know, snooze fest. I agree with you. Oh no, I agree with you. Oh no, I mean, who was brown nosing harder? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You think I blew more smoke up your ass or what? No, I think you blew it even harder. Like, nah, man.
Yeah, bro. I was like, bro, what is
you not doing that?
Yeah, I mean, come on, guys. Like, seriously. But yeah, it was like a tug fest over there at that last debate. Was there a bromance forming? I didn't know. I couldn't tell. What's up?
We're literally, if I'm not mistaken, we're like about like, if not to the day where we're doing this, a month away.
Yo, it'll be here before we know it. And to be quite honest, man, I'm still undecided, bro.
What are the numbers looking like?
That's what you're saying. We don't know. Like, I don't know who's in. what the consensus is.
51-49. Yo, Kamala's picked up a few states.
This might be something like we're up to like 4 a.m. or like, you know.
Bobby, we're gonna be up for days because Georgia is hand counting ballots over here, bro.
Oh yeah.
Bro, this shit going to the weekend, bro. Okay. This ain't happening overnight because we're going to the weekend with this, bro.
And what's up with, I went on AB Antonio Brown. Shout out to Antonio Brown, man. Look here, this whole Diddy the booty hunter. I don't know how he did that, man. Shout out to Antonio Brown.
Let's talk about it.
But you know what? He put something on his. He made a tweet of the state of North Carolina. Did you see that, Rob?
No.
And it said Ukraine. Yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck is?
Why is there a lot of Ukrainians?
AB talking about? Yeah, he put Ukraine there. I don't even know what he meant by that, but yeah, AB must be stopped, man. That guy, I'll tell you,
he must be stopped.
All right, so let's talk about Diddy though. Let's talk about this Diddy post, man. He posted the Diddy booty hunter fire meme. Props to Antonio for doing this. But look, what's up with these allegations, bro? It seems like every day this dude is catching another case. 120 cases, bro.
It's getting worse and worse, man. I mean,
5 cases from minors.
I mean, what's
really going on?
But come on, dude. What do you guys think about what was it, the 9-year-old and
I mean, what do you think I think about it? I mean, bro, this is deplorable.
Yeah.
But if it's true,
like, dude,
this dude is a menace and needs to go away.
I mean, some people are even saying like it's almost at a point where he's almost better off copping a plea, because if they go to court and they got to rope this all out, and you're gonna have a jury that's gonna look at you now. Like, see, to us, like we know like the freak parties are the freak parties. But somebody mentioned something earlier today, like there's parties within the parties. And those parties within the parties are the ones that I presumably or allegedly
private room.
They're under investigation. That the stuff that was going on there.
VIP section.
But I mean, by the looks of it, like what we talked about before we got on. The feds ain't coming after you unless they got something. Unless they got a case. Oh,
because 97% conviction rate.
97% conviction rate.
Yeah, but then y'all think about it, and we discussed this too. Think about it. They were going to give up all of their passports, and here's $50 million. They turned that shit down. Why do you think? They're trying to get this guy to give up names.
Oh, I've known.
I guarantee you, whatever was on those tapes, it was a lot of important people.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Listen.
So, and that's a lot of people to indict, but
there's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of quiet people right now.
They're trying to squeeze this guy. They no, you're not getting out, motherfucker. You're gonna sit here and tell us. You're going to give up names. He's not going to do it. You understand what I'm saying? He'll probably end up, God forbid, hanging himself. Pulling the Epstein.
So that's the question. Like, does this become another Epstein situation? Is Diddy gonna give up? I mean, there's particularly one name that has come up. He's a major artist. One of the biggest, some would call him the biggest rapper of all time.
Who's this?
That they're saying is somehow involved in all this.
You talking about Jay?
That's what they're presuming, man. I mean, again, nothing is coming.
Is that the high profile individual?
You're hearing things, and you're hearing, and certain individuals are being like very quiet.
They're definitely quiet.
But wait a minute. Ever since social media, even got started, there always have been rumors of Jay-Z, you know, doing a whole bunch of stuff.
He like him young. He like him young. I mean, Beyonce was young, right?
Right.
Then
but
there's the whole Aaliyah thing.
Right. And, but
I heard he tried to holler at Maya too. I don't know if you've seen Maya.
Yeah, I heard about that. You know what, man? I truly believe
it's a pattern.
I truly believe they're trying to put pressure on him to give some people up. He's not. We're all being fooled right now. We everybody's putting the focus on him. The feds, they're really not concerned about him. They want him to give up people, man. And he's probably sitting up there like, fuck. They're probably offering him all kind of deals, speaking with his lawyers. Hey, look, he needs to tell us this. We can give you this,
But I do think they got stuff on him, though. That's what I'm saying, because it's
they do. But the thing about it, in order for him to get some type of immunity or lesser percentage, he's got to start talking.
You
got to start talking.
Well, that goes without saying. I mean, that I have no doubt that is part of this plan that they're trying to, bag Diddy with. I guess really it's the decision if they're gonna take this to court and they're gonna fight it, and
it's going to court. And he, trust me, if he ain't singing already, he's gonna be singing because he's facing life. And
at this point, with all those counts, he's never getting out.
Yeah, he ain't no Suge Knight, bro. He ain't.
But wait a minute. Let me ask y'all something. In anybody who's watching this shit, right? Like, when they raided, his home or whatever, and they got all these fucking dildos, baby oils, and videotapes and all this bullshit. Okay, they got all of the evidence right there that they need. I'm pretty sure you have some motherfucker that's sitting there.
Dildos and baby oil ain't criminal though, Ray.
Yeah, no. There's more, man. There's
but listen to what I'm saying. They got all the fucking evidence that they need. So why even hold this guy? You see everybody. You already found what you're looking for in a sense.
They still got to take him to trial.
They still got to take him to trial, but
he's due process. Due a trial. Yeah.
I mean, listen, this could go down to be one of the biggest cases in history because it's not just him. We talk about something that's bigger than the OJ trial. You know what I'm saying? It's not just him.
That's up to him. That depends on what he decides to do. If he starts saying blah, 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 if that's what this is. Man, if there's other people involved, I mean, they're kind of telling us
they're gonna try to get every ounce.
Well, when you hear ongoing investigation, that means that they're trying to get more people. So when they got him, they said from that point that this is still an ongoing investigation, which is saying we're getting more people.
So you feel me that? So let me. I agree with you, Rob. I agree with you too, Ray. Let me hit y'all with some stuff real quick. Just some quick facts, right? So some of the articles out there, right? There's a dancer who's saying that she was also pimped out at his parties. She's saying some of the guests at these parties included Donald Trump, Diana Ross, Al Sharpton, amongst other A-list high-profile guests. So the former president was at the Diddy parties, y'all. We got another story. Justin, what's his name? Justin Bieber. Now he's silently, well, not so silently, but he's slowly but surely coming out talking about time spent with Diddy. At his young age, I think he was 14 or 15 when he first started kicking it with Diddy. And that's always been a little bit sus to me, to be honest. Any time a grown man, starts taking young underage boys under their wing. I don't know, just something about it don't seem.
There's Usher. I mean, Usher from back then, who was young.
That's another one. Very young at the time.
He talks about it. He was on the Howard Stern show, and he was This was years ago.
Yeah.
And he mentioned, he's like, oh yeah, those parties are kind of. He's like, would you take your son there or take your son to that that
White
getaway?
party.
He's like, oh hell no.
Yeah, I mean, look, I gotta know what was going on just because I gotta know because this guy, he's a menace, bro. And I need all the allegations on the table, bro, because we need to know who we're dealing with.
We're gonna know soon. I mean, they're kind of letting us know, like but I still think there's more people involved. And look, man, like, yeah, he could give him his passports, whatever, but I don't mean he can't like break out of here. Like, whoever stopped a passport, like for somebody like just hiking out of here, you know what I mean? So,
yo,
I mean, great, he could go internationally and what have you, but.
So peep the game. I feel like this A-list celebrity they keep talking about, I don't know. I think it's Bieber, bro. Because if I'm connecting the dots, man, it's a male celebrity, right? Right? They're talking about it shows the man appears to be having sex with another younger male. Okay? Younger male. So I'm like, who's this younger man? It's got to be a boy or a teenager. And if you think about it, timeline wise, it's got.
Now they're saying that's Diddy doing that.
They didn't say Diddy. They just said it shows.
Listen, young or old.
It appears to be Combs, is what it says.
Young or old, all their ass was booty bandits.
And it says
simple as that.
Hey Rob,
all of them were booty bandits. All of them partaked in all types of shit.
But listen to Ray, listen to this. Listen to this quote. It's a total nightmare, says the insider. He feels like he was victimized years ago and is now being victimized again. Right? Which makes me think it's gotta be Bieber, bro, because this dude had to go to church. He's been on therapy and had breakdowns in public.
Let me tell you something. Them motherfuckers knew that what they was getting into, Drew. They knew it. Listen, I don't condone none of that shit.
Are we victim?
No, that's not. The motherfuckers knew what the hell was going on at them damn parties.
Well, no, I'm not talking about Bieber. They Bieber as a kid.
If he was a child, though, if he was an underage child, bro.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is that where your parents at? Why are your parents allowing you to go to parties like that? That doesn't make any sense. That means that all y'all in cahoots.
But
you understand what I'm saying?
But even still, if that were the case, and that's Diddy and Bieber, like Diddy by proxy, he's like,
yeah,
that they're not gonna look at that like, oh, he let him, like.
Yeah. So check this out. So this tape allegedly is not part of the Fed investigation. It was not seized during that investigation.
What's talking about the tape with him and Bieber?
Diddy and the younger male. Yes, this is.
Okay. So they're not releasing that. They don't have that.
Somebody is trying to shop this tape around to the news.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, someone's trying to get paid off of this one.
Okay, I got you.
But it's out there and it allegedly exists. Nobody has bit yet, but trust me, if they bite, that tape's coming out. So this younger male who's on the tape is obviously scared to death right now. They shitting their drawers. Yeah, because it's coming out. Trust me, somebody's gonna buy that tape.
Wow, it's gonna be bad.
It's bad, bro.
Oh, man, I just think all of that sus shit. You know what I'm saying? Even with the shit with Meek Mill and I don't know, man. That just adds, it just adds, spice, to the conversation or whatever the case may be. I don't think the feds really even give a fuck about none of that shit, man. Like, look, whatever you do in your bed, you do in your fucking bed and shit like that, man. I really truly believe that they trying to get this man to talk. That's what it is, man. All the rest of that shit don't mean nothing to the feds. They trying to get this man to give up some important people that was up in there that was doing some crazy shit. That's what they trying to do. Yeah. And they really, to tell you the truth, they picked the perfect person. They picked the perfect person to interrogate and to get some answers. You understand what I'm saying? Diddy is not the main guy, I'm telling you. He's not the main guy, man. You got some other people out there. This man, because remember in the beginning when they said that this guy had cameras in every single room.
Mm.
Everywhere. There was cameras everywhere in this man's house. Anything that went down, it's and a lot of celebrities do that shit, to kind of protect themselves, whether they have cameras, whether they have motherfuckers signing NDAs or whatever the case may be.
Well, none of
anything
that matters.
they can use to say,
None of that matters anymore, right? Because
Right.
it's now a federal case, and any of that stuff can be subpoenaed and used in the court of law. So any of those celebrities, NDAs, all that shit's out the window. And
Right.
when this stuff goes to trial, bro, let me tell you, it is going to be nuts, bro.
Ugly.
Well,
This
yeah,
might destroy the
it
industry in general, bro. I mean, people right now got to be shitting their pants.
Yeah.
But let's all right, let's flip it, man. Can we talk about the Fugees real quick?
Oh boy.
Yeah, let's
Or you
know what? I really didn't get a chance to. I saw the initial article.
Actually, fellas, I'll be right back. Continue. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right, bet.
But I saw the initial article a while back of.
All right, let me give you the rundown. I'll give you the rundown.
Yeah.
So, Praz, Michelle. First of all, let me just say the Fugees got to be one of the most dysfunctional groups in music. I don't know what's up with these three, bro, but they can't seem to get their ish together whatsoever, bro. Praz sued Lauryn Hill because she backed out of this proposed tour that she was supposed to do, the Fugees reunion tour, which was canceled. Praz ended up suing her, alleging fraud, loss of income, unrecouped expenses that he was owed, all types of stuff, right? Of course, Miss Hill, not to be undone, clapped back and countered Praz. And up to this week, actually, she released a statement basically putting this dude on blast, which is crazy to me because, we say certain things you got to keep in-house, keep in the locker room, especially if you're in a group or group of friends. But she just went all in, bro. If you don't know what she said about this brother, bro, she put all his business on Front Street.
What did she say?
Well, let's dive into it. So she's basically saying that the lawsuit is baseless. His lawsuit basically omits that he was advance payment for the last tour, and he's failed to repay the loans that was given to him by herself as an act of goodwill. It also says that Praz was in trouble and needed a lot of money because he was getting sued and had a lot of legal fees that he couldn't afford. So she basically gave them the stimulus package, the Lauryn Hill bailout, and helped him out. She said she gave him $3 million in advance to help him with his legal fees. The agreement was that they would, as the tour went on, he would basically repay her that loan out of his proceeds, which never occurred because the tour was canceled, etc. But she says she gave him $3 million, which he still has not paid back. She paid for most of the tours herself. She produced the whole set between her and White.
Is this a recent tour or something?
It was this year, but they canceled it. They canceled the remainder of the tour. So it started off, but then they ended up canceling it because of her voice. She had some issues with her voice, and she ended up canceling the tour. And hence the Praz lawsuit. Anyway, she also said that she's not in the business of kicking anyone, especially when they're down, which is why she hasn't responded. She considered him a friend, but it's disheartening that he's taken this position. She says she was not in his life when he decided to make these unfortunate decisions, which led to his legal troubles. And she didn't advise that he make the decisions and is no way responsible for any of the consequences. But despite all the attacks, she's still compassionate. So I got to say, there's a whole lot. Who's right here? I don't know, bro. Does two rights make a wrong? I mean, he sued her. She put this brother's business out there on Front Street. I mean, I don't know who I'm rocking with right now. I think these guys are both wrong and they both need to go away.
Yeah, I think at this point, both of their asses, they've been through a lot of shit. I like the Fugees though, man. They ain't gonna even lie. I like Lauryn Hill, Praz, I like Clef, but I just think that you know, Pride should have kept his damn mouth shut. You should have known that you know L Boogie was gonna come out and expose your ass. You know, because you remember that whole shit that he got into that him being in you know working with the feds. So what he was doing, working with the fucking Chinese government, giving up U.S. secrets or some fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
that he was doing. Yeah,
it was China or Korea. It was one of the two.
It was one of the two. So he took an L with that shit. So I mean, don't come over here talking about Lauryn Hill and all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Prize gets no respect to me, bro. He's been doing some shady stuff for a while, and then to turn on your bandmates and sue them, I'm like, bro, you're canceled immediately.
You know,
she has to defend herself. I get
that. Yeah. So you gave this man $3 million.
But here's the thing: the deal was we're gonna go out on tour, and I'm gonna make this money back so I can pay you. You already know I ain't got it. I'm broke. I got legal fees out here. I ain't got it. So in order for me to pay you back, we got to finish this tour. Then she turns around and cancels the tour. So how is he going to pay her back the money he owes her? That seemed, you know, to me, she's kind of wrong for that, right? So to me, two wrongs don't make a right. I mean, these guys are just dysfunctional, man.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, Lauren has her I can't say nothing bad about Lauren, man. I like Lauren. You know.
Are you a fan?
Yeah, I like Lauren.
You a fan? You a fan? You a fan?
Raw Digging may be watching this. I can't say nothing bad about Lauren, man. You know. But well, yeah, man, that's
you can't say anything bad, but there's a couple fans that got a few things to say. 3 hours late.
Yeah.
Not showing up for shows. I mean, look, man, I think these guys got to get it together. They're living off the nostalgia, but at some point that's going to wear off and people are just going to get tired of them.
Do you know how much money they could have made off that tour?
This is why I mean, look, he says she canceled it because of her ego, because they wouldn't she heard that somebody else got top billing at Coachella. No doubt got top billing at Coachella. And so she backed out of Coachella. They could have made $5 million. He says she backed out because of her ego. Then she quits the tour for God, you know, voice reasons or whatever.
Right.
She could have lip synced the tour and they would have still made money.
Right.
So,
you know, there's always been rumors of Lauren, I guess, not getting along with, you know, a lot of the staff or band members, or, you know, we've heard about her wanting to be addressed a certain way, like you can't call her Lauren, or you got to call her Miss Hill, or whatever the case may be. So
don't look in the eyes. Don't look her directly in the face.
Right. You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't know, man.
Was she at any Diddy parties, you think?
She probably was. but you know what? But you know what? Think about it, Drew. Who wasn't at a fucking Diddy party?
I know.
I think everybody was at a fucking Diddy party. You get what I'm saying? And not to say that they were doing shit. No, I'm not saying that. Yeah. But everybody was at a fucking Diddy party, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we can name shit, you know. Denzel was even there, but see, Denzel left, right? They claim he left. He got the fuck out of there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Denzel, I don't see it. He ain't
ain't got time for that shit.
No.
You know, he probably left as soon as he saw the baby oil and the dildos. He said, "Let me get out of here."
Yeah, dog. Nah, he wasn't like that.
Yeah, he was.
But yeah, man, I mean, look, it is what it is. I think we are seeing the downfall of our heroes. You know, 2024, Cat called it. Our heroes are letting us down, man. I mean, only a few are left. You know, stand-up individuals, upright guys, man. And yeah, I don't know what to say, man. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting year. What we got left? Where Bobby coming back?
Probably.
Okay. Well, we got Amazon. Let me see what else we got. What's up? You want to do a music review, or what you want to do? Did you get a chance to peep any new music?
Man, I haven't been peeping no type of music, man.
You haven't peeped any new music?
Ain't nothing really good now, man. Like, I don't know. Like, you know, everybody sounds the same. That's the problem.
Future just dropped. He just dropped the mixtape Pluto. All right, we'll say that for the next.
Yeah.
On the review. I guess we could talk about this Amazon thing, but Taj didn't make it, so that was Taj's time.
Yeah, that was his thing. But I must say about this here in the state of North Carolina, there's been a lot of union reps visiting a few of the Amazon locations, which Amazon is allowing it. It allows the employees to speak with some of the union reps. A lot of people are saying that, well, if you talk to a union rep, you might as well kiss your job goodbye. You know what I mean? But you got to realize Amazon has a high turnover rate. The turnover ratio is high, man. It's like, people don't keep the job for too much longer. Depending on the warehouse, the morale is bad. People just hate coming to work. They hate doing their job, so I think the unions is a good thing. I think out in San Francisco, one of the warehouses, they actually turn union. They're with the Teamsters.
Okay.
So that's a good thing. But hopefully North Carolina, the warehouse out in Garner, what is that? RDU 5, I think. RDU 5 has been having a lot of union reps there on a constant basis. A lot of they actually it was on the news, man. They were rallying out there, what I mean?
So what's the situation? What are they trying to do? Would they just want to unionize?
Yeah, they're trying to come in, man. They're trying to come in because
what are they asking for? Higher pay?
Amazon has a high turnover ratio, man. They
why
they
they
can't keep employees. It's like a revolving door with that company. Great company. I mean, they got great benefits, and
why are they leaving?
Work conditions are bad.
Slave labor.
Yeah, slave labor, management. So union reps come in, they can clean all of that up. A lot of the workers are still complaining about pay. They recently raised the pay to $18.50. Any new employees coming in started at $18.50, which ain't bad, But then you have people that still complaining, oh, we're not getting paid enough. We're not. Okay, well, what's wrong with the unions coming? That's what the unions are for. Oh, but the unions, a lot of people say, oh, the dues are too expensive. Don't do that. You're going to lose. Listen, how are you going to lose your job when they invited the union reps to come in? It's a good thing for the company. More people wants to come and work for Amazon when you have a third party that's representing its employees.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
So unions are good for employees and good for people, but sometimes it's bad for business because it drives up the costs, of labor. And not that they shouldn't be given a good wage and all that. But I think Amazon is already like blowing all the money that they make. They're not really profitable from what I understand, or at least they don't show a profit because they're blowing all those billions. But, I think with the labor going up, that would increase, the effect of that is the consumers are going to not have to pay more for delivery and pay more for these goods that they buy online. So does that really help, right? They unionize, now labor cost goes up. Now my Amazon Prime membership goes up. Now every time I get a package delivered, that cost goes up. There's cause and effect, right? So
right. There's and I'm pretty sure these guys,
someone's got to take an L. Someone's going to take an L.
Right. They sit in their boardroom meetings and you're right. They talk about these things. what's going to be the negative part of it? What kind of drawbacks or blowbacks are we going to have, or whatever the case may be, if we unionize all the warehouses? But the thing about it is that, when you're in, I think Amazon is in the top 10 or some of one of the worst companies to work for. You know how they have that list where, what are the top 10 worst companies to work for in America? You know what I'm saying? And, you remember how AT&T used to be up there, Xfinity, and, all of these are big billion-dollar corporations, man. So,
yeah,
they're tired of it. You gotta realize, man, you got all these fucking shareholders. Hey, the stock is getting fucked up. We got to do something about this shit. We're losing money. You understand? Hey, let's bring in the unions. Let's see what they can do. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a good thing. I'm all for it. Anything that can increase your pay, get better benefits. It's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, people complain about the warehouses being hot.
Oh, yeah, that's no good. Yeah, unfair conditions.
You bring the unions in, right? They can get better air conditioning.
And that's what I'm asking you. What are they asking for? Is it strictly pay, or is it just better working conditions?
It's better working conditions. Everybody complains about the managers not giving a shit about anybody. They don't, certain people that work in certain stations in the warehouse, they don't have help. They got to do everything by themselves, and it's just a lot of shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They really is. I guess it's just like one of those situations where, people, let me tell you, for those of you that work in Amazon, okay, they have a board. It's a complaint board, right? They allow you to write your complaint on the board. They're not going to fire you. They allow you to do that. So you can even fucking put your name there. Drew says that, the every day the bathrooms smell like shit. They're dirty. They're throwing fucking hand towels in the fucking toilet and stuffing it up. Whatever you put there, you make your complaints.
Right.
They allow you to do that. But the problem is that these complaints are not getting addressed. So people say, oh, it's too hot in here. They don't have enough water. They don't even give out water bottles. You get what I'm saying?
So you're saying basically when I get that package at the door, everything isn't all like it's cracked up to be. It ain't that, that nice little Amazon van pulls up, gets me my package in 24 hours. There's a cost to that. And it's people are being treated unfairly and forced to work in poor conditions.
Why you think the Amazon drivers are throwing the fucking packages in front of the door? Did you see the video the other day where the guy delivers the package and then he steals it? Like, motherfucker, these people got a damn ring, the little ring camera thing that they have on their door. They fucking see what you're doing. Why would you do that? Was it that just because people don't give a shit? People, let me tell you something. Amazon drivers pissing on the side of people's house.
Yeah.
Fucking camera looking dead at them. You know what I'm saying? Packages all damaged and shit. Some people get their packages and this half open.
Right.
It's just a lot of stuff. So the unions, again, I'm going to go back to the union. The unions can fix all of that. The unions can say, okay, give a shit about your fucking job. You don't have to sit there and throw the package. If you got to walk up to the third floor and you got a box, you understand? You don't have to sit there and throw the box from the freaking second floor. Oh, I'm telling you, over the railing, and it lands, boom, and they see everything. So now when they open up the package, whatever item is in there is fucked up.
Yeah.
It's something that they spent their money on. But the drivers, they don't give a shit. You know why?
Yeah.
Because the company is putting strict guidelines as you got to get back at a certain time.
Yeah.
You understand? Union comes in, they can fix all that. Hey, let's give the drivers a little bit more time out there delivering so they can come back. You're expecting for these guys to do fucking 300 stops in 4 or 5 hours. That's not possible.
No, you're making a good point, man. I mean, look, man, at the end of the day, we got to treat people right. We got to treat our workers with respect and pay them what they do. Because look, we all need our stuff on time and delivered. And Diddy definitely needs that baby oil delivered on time.
Yeah, the Diddy baby oil's got to be here, man.
Yeah, dude.
Where my Diddy baby oil at? And then when you get the package, the driver opened it up and used it. You know?
Yeah, you got a case on order, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, one day delivery with Prime.
Yeah,
but
I don't know, man.
Nah, man, it's crazy. But yeah, I feel you. These guys,
yeah,
more power to them. Hopefully, they can unionize and actually get the benefits.
Yeah, they need to unionize, man. Yeah.
Facts. All right, well, yo, looks like Roberto is not logging back in. We're coming up on time, so yo, let's wrap it, man. Let's keep it moving. All right. Hey, you know how it is. Same time, same place. Friday at 9. No Gratuity.
Yep.
Shout out to Mink. Appreciate it. Shout out to Bobby Love for joining tonight. We'll do this again next week as the booty soccer continues. Peace.
Hopefully there's Diddy baby power.
All right, dog. Later.